Everyone knows that rap is one of the most lucrative genres in the music industry, and many rappers have gone beyond their music to forge whole empires. But who has raked in the most dough over the years? These are the richest rappers in the world. New Orleans rapper Birdman is best known for starting Cash Money Records, the label that launched Lil Wayne's career. Allegedly using $100,000 from his half-brother's drug dealing, Birdman and his brother founded Cash Money in 1991. They quickly found wild success as an indie label and attracted backers from the most prestigious recording companies in the country, and later sold to Universal for millions of dollars in 1998. What's more, the recording giant allowed Cash Money to keep 85% of its royalties. Cash Money Records remains one of the most successful hip-hop labels out there, selling over 1 billion units to date. Despite his success, Birdman's net worth has gone up and down over the years, from spending $70 million on royalty payments, marketing endeavors, and recording costs, to losing his $12 million mansion for allegedly defaulting on a loan. The rapper has struggled to manage his huge fortune.
It ain't a Cash Money house without a dollar sign, you know what I'm saying?
These money problems even led to a feud between Birdman and Lil Wayne, who once had something of a father and son type of relationship. Birdman's net worth fell by $50 million between 2014 and 2017 alone, leaving him with an estimated $110 million by the end of that year. Lil Wayne broke into the rap game by getting Birdman's attention at just 8 years old. His new mentor signed him to Cash Money Records at 12, placing him in both a duo and a 4-person group before allowing him his first solo record at just 17. An iconic stream of solo records and mixtapes followed in the early 2000s, and thanks to his smooth flow and intelligent lyricism, Lil Wayne soon became one of the decade's biggest rappers. Thanks to the success of his solo career, Wayne was able to start his own label, Young Money Entertainment. Young Money has featured powerhouses like Nicki Minaj, Drake, DJ Khaled, and Tyga, and has produced 5 #1 albums to date. Lil Wayne is often credited for raising a new generation of rap and hip-hop, and many of music's biggest names cite him as their inspiration. Lil Wayne has made some efforts to diversify his earnings, too. He wrote a book in 2016 about his time at New York's infamous Rikers Island jail, and has signed several brand endorsements. All in all, his net worth is estimated to sit around $150 million. After being scouted by Dr. Dre and signed to Death Row Records, Snoop Dogg embarked on an incredibly successful and lucrative rap career. Snoop is often credited for putting West Coast rap back on the map, thanks to his mesmerizing flow and funky old-school beats. Additionally, Snoop's fun, laid-back personality made him the perfect candidate for celebrity. His popularity was even largely responsible for the spread of West Coast slang, including heavy use of the suffix "izzle."
Now, for shizzle means, in your world, you might say, hey, for sure. But now you could say, for shizzle.
Snoop's place in the zeitgeist helped maintain his career even when his album sales were dropping. The early to mid-2000s saw him involved in a variety of side gigs, mainly movie and TV credits, but also some more obscure ventures, including an esports gaming league and a cooking show with Martha Stewart. Between his vast music catalog and his many businesses, it's no wonder Snoop Dogg's net worth could be as high as $150 million. After founding the hip-hop group CIA with 2 friends, Ice Cube went on to pen the iconic track Boys in the Hood, which he later sold to Eazy-E at Ruthless Records. The song became a smash hit and led to the formation of NWA, which was made up of Eazy-E, Ice Cube, and Dr. Dre. The group were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2016 for their contributions to hip-hop music and culture, and are often viewed as pivotal figures in the gangsta rap movement. After making multiple records with NWA, Ice Cube broke out on his own for a lucrative solo career, and even went on to write tracks for other artists. In addition to music, Ice Cube has found success in the acting world. He is most known for appearing in feature films Boys in the Hood and Ride Along. Although he has 81 acting credits and counting on IMDb, including multiple voice acting roles for video games, he has also made some ventures into the business world, making headlines in 2019 for forming a group which would bid on Disney's regional sports networks valued at $10 billion. Although it's the subject of some speculation, Ice Cube's net worth could be as much as $160 million. After first becoming famous on Degrassi, The Next Generation, Drake went on to become one of the biggest names in the music industry, He started by releasing mixtapes on his MySpace page, leveraging his minor fame from Degrassi until he eventually got noticed by Lil Wayne and signed to Young Money Records. Known for his emotional R&B rap ballads as well as his dance hits, Drake has been nominated for 129 major awards and received 27, making him Billboard's most awarded artist in history. Given his impressive accolades, his estimated $180 million net worth is less than surprising. But boy, does he spend it. Drake is known for rocking a $1 million outfit, sleeping in a $400,000 bed, and even collecting Hermes Birkin bags for his future wife, which range from $8,000 to $2 million depending on the features. Drake's estimated net worth also does not include certain assets he owns, such as the $185 million Boeing 767 jet he was gifted in 2019. With a successful career in the rap group True and his very own record label under his belt, it's no wonder Master P is so rich. But his label isn't just any old production house. What makes No Limit Forever so unique is that its artists retain 100% ownership over their masters and 85% of their sales, thanks to the fact that they are an independent label. Master P has long been a proponent of artist ownership over their own music collections, and his independent label model showed up-and-coming artists the dangers that can come with selling your soul to a multi-billion-dollar record company. Using his business degree to change the way artists make money off of their music, Master P has helped artists maintain their rights and created a multi-million-dollar empire in the process. Aside from his label, which brings in by far the most cash, Master P has a variety of side gigs to keep his wallet flush. From a clothing line to energy drinks to a real estate firm, Master P's business savvy goes far beyond that of most stars. This variety of investments has brought his net worth estimates to as high as $200 million. Eminem got his start by competing in the Los Angeles Rap Olympics in 1997. Despite placing second, his performance got the attention of some major record executives, one of which handed his tape off to renowned rapper turned producer Dr. Dre.
I just want to be known as a legitimate MC, and that's all I could have ever hoped for. You know, to put food on the table, doing what I love to do would be the ultimate goal.
Since then, Eminem has gained a slew of milestone achievements, including the title of top-selling rapper of all time, fastest-selling hip-hop album of all time, and 14th best-selling musical artist of all time. With such impressive accolades to his name, it's no wonder that a large chunk of Eminem's wealth comes from his recording career. But the rapper doesn't stop at solo recordings. His label, Shady Records, which gave 50 Cent his start and birthed the best-selling 8 Mile soundtrack, is constantly earning him royalties. Additionally, most of his money comes from his tours. He earned $3 million for a 2-night gig in the UK, brought in $12.4 million with the help of Rihanna for a 2-night deal at MetLife Stadium, and gained $5 million per show on the pair's co-headline Monster Tour. Additionally, he maintains smaller sums from film appearances and brand endorsements, making his potential net worth as high as $230 million. Dr. Dre is one of the most famous rapper-producers in music history. He has produced for some of the biggest names in the industry, from Mary J. Blige to Tupac, and is credited with launching Eminem's career. But before he used his award-winning production skills to co-found Death Row Records, he found fame as a member of the gangsta rap group NWA. Dre is also known for his top-selling headphone collaboration, Beats by Dre. Beats was started as an electronics company, but eventually came to include a music streaming service. The two-piece company was purchased by Apple for $3 billion in 2014. Between his business and his music, Dr. Dre has earned a whole heap of money over the course of his career. However, despite declaring himself a billionaire in 2014, Dr. Dre's net worth is actually estimated by Forbes to be around $800 million. Even at this lower figure, however, Dr. Dre is still one of the wealthiest rappers in the world. P. Diddy is an accomplished rapper, record executive, and entrepreneur. He got his start at Uptown Records as a talent director, but was later fired. In protest, he founded his own record label, Bad Boy Entertainment, at just 24 years old. From there, he made two crucial decisions in starting his fledgling label. First, he was able to poach Uptown newcomer the Notorious B.I.G., whose rise to fame helped cement his label's reputation. His second move was to form an illustrious production crew, the Hitmen, who were able to pull big names from Usher to Aretha Franklin. Diddy's success with his label, coupled with his critically acclaimed studio albums, helped him achieve legendary status in the hip-hop community. Like many of the other rappers on this list, P. Diddy has embarked on some extremely lucrative entrepreneurial endeavors. He is most known for Ciroc Vodka, with whom he partnered in 2007, as well as his clothing line Sean John. Thanks to his long career in music and business, his net worth could be as much as $900 million. Known for his incredible business acumen as well as his rapping skills, it's no wonder Jay-Z has earned so much over the years. He quickly rose to fame after starting Rockefeller Records in 1995 and releasing his platinum album Reasonable Doubt the following year. Although he announced his retirement from performing in 2003, he was later named president of Def Jam Records and went on to release multiple critically acclaimed albums. For his continued presence in the music industry, he was even inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2021. But Jay-Z's expertise doesn't stop in music. The rapper's business investments are what made him most of his money and what earned him the title of hip-hop's first billionaire in 2019. Much of Jay-Z's wealth comes from his investment properties in trendy Los Angeles and New York neighborhoods. His $100 million stake in music streaming service Tidal, a $70 million stake in Uber, his music catalog, and his $410 million stake in Armand de Brignac Champagne and Douce Cognac. In fact, his stakes in Tidal and his champagne brand alone caused his net worth to jump an entire 40% in 2021, bringing him to a staggering $1.4 billion. The now infamous Kanye West broke onto the scene in 2000 with a production role on Jay-Z's second studio album, The Blueprint. Since then, he has released 9 studio albums and 3 collaborative albums and produced for a variety of artists, including Mariah Carey and Jermaine Dupri. In recent years, his marriage to Kim Kardashian, struggles with mental illness, and political views have brought him much controversy. But despite his struggles, he maintains his spot as the richest rapper in the entire world. There's been a little contention over West's exact net worth lately, with Forbes insisting that it sits around $1.8 billion, and Bloomberg claiming it could be as much as $6.6 billion, depending on the outcome of an upcoming deal with Gap. Even by the most conservative estimates, however, West is still the richest rapper by several $100 million. His wealth mostly comes from his music sales in addition to stocks and royalties of his clothing brand Yeezy. If his net worth of $6.6 billion is to be believed, he would be the richest black person in America by about $2 billion, and the richest black person in the world.